For the cheapest and fastest Madden coins on the market, check out my sponsor dvdj.com and use code SWIFT at checkout for 10% off.
So Swift family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video, and in today's video I'm giving you a comprehensive guide to the cheapest way to get training points in Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Now before I do that, let me just give a little hoot-at to everyone out there. If there are any Saints fans, let me know. And let me know how your team did this weekend. As you guys can probably tell, I'm a pretty big Saints fan myself. Teddy Two Gloves put on a show. He played really well. And yeah, we're sitting at 4-1 right now, and I probably couldn't be happier. Drew will be back soon. And enough about the Saints though. Let's get into the video here. Be sure to drop a like down below if you want to see this series continued. I post it, I would say, every weekend. I usually try and get it out every weekend, and it's really helpful now because with the new MUT Heroes stuff, it's actually pretty helpful to get cheap training, so this will be helping you quite a bit. As well, if you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, feel free to do so down below. I'm on the road to 10K subs, and if you did enjoy this video, I'll be posting something like it next weekend, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on that, and turn on the noti bell as well while you're down there. Because I do go live sometimes on YouTube. I tried to go live yesterday for a little bit. It was pretty fun. So those of you that had the noties on, you probably saw that. So let's just get started here. I'm going to show you guys 3 little methods that you can do to maximize your coin to training point ratio. For those of you that don't know what the coin to training point ratio is, it is basically the amount of training that you get per coin that you spend. Or sorry, the amount of coins that you spend per training point. So you want that to be a super low number. Right now the average is probably people buy, when they're buying cards for training, at about 40, a 40 coin to training point ratio. But I'm going to show you guys how you can get that number under 35. This video will literally be saving you coins. So the first one is going to be buying 81 overalls at 9,000 coins and under, and it's really easy to do this with the MUT Heroes promo. Now if you're buying an 81 at 9k or under, you'll be getting a coin to training point ratio of around 32, so that's a very good coin to training point ratio. Now as you can see, I'm just filtering by 80 to 81 MUT Heroes, and I'm just scrolling down to kind of get a little glimpse of what 81s are up for cheap. So once I start seeing some 81s, okay, I know the Steelers I should look into, I know the Rams I should look into, and once I find a couple others, then I'll know what filters I want to go through to find these cards up for cheap, and I should probably also look through the Ravens. So let's look at those and we'll see if we can find any snipes on these filters. First of all, Steelers, are there going to be any for 9k and under? There are, so we can grab this for 8.9k. And we're getting a really good coin to training point ratio with this card. Now you could do the same thing, right? You could just come in and look at those other positions as well, or those other teams, sorry. So we also noted that the Ravens were up. So let's take a peek at the Ravens. 9-1, so that's, you could be a bit more patient. Maybe if you refreshed a couple more times, you'd be able to grab a snipe. But you can just keep on moving. Check out the Rams here. Let's see if there's any up for 9k and under, as Austin Blythe is looking a bit expensive. So right now, honestly, the Steelers would be a filter you could kind of sit on. You could flip between that and the Ravens. You could also buy this card for 9k. And if you're buying these cards for 9k, you're going to be getting a really good coin to training point ratio. So if you need training for powering up your cards or throwing some abilities on there, or even just to open up some packs, let's say you want to do the 90 to 91 full MUT Heroes pack. If you want to be ballsy like that, you're going to need training. So this will show you guys. This little method is a little way that you can do so. Now, another way that you guys can get training is the 85 Legends method. Now, this method is, it's good, but it honestly hasn't been that amazing the last couple days. I really like to do the 81 method, and the method I'm going to show you guys after this is also a really nice method, so stick around for that. But the 85 method was really good a couple days ago. Now it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same thing just so we can kind of scope out the market. We're going to be just filtering 84 to 85 Legends, and we're going to see what 85s are up for cheap, and then when we know what cards are up for cheap, we can filter it down even more. So Brian Urlacher, Brian Dawkins, maybe we'll check through the Eagles, the Bears, the Browns, and the Raiders. And you want to buy these cards at 32,000 coins and under, or 32 or 33,000 coins, and that's also going to give you a coin to training point ratio of about 33, so that's a really, really good ratio. Let's come scroll through the teams and see if we can find these cards up for cheap, as we're looking for a Brian Urlacher. This Brian Urlacher is actually a bit of a snipe right here, so I'm going to pick him up. We get him for 29k, that's a hell of a snipe, but that's why you have to use the method, guys. You'll know what cards could be coming up for cheap by basically filtering to see The general filter, when you see the general filter like I was showing you guys before, you filter it down by which ones were up for cheap, and then you can kind of maximize your potential for snipes, in my opinion. Let's see if there's any other 85s up. This Brian Urlacher is a bit expensive, but we were able to grab that snipe, and I assume if you sat on this filter for a while, the next time someone put up a card, which was basically when I bought that one for 30k, but you could just sit on this filter. The next time someone puts up a card, I bet they're going to be at 32k and under. So what other teams did I have noted? I said I was going to look at the Browns also. Let's see if this Jim Brown card is going to be up for cheap. He's looking like he's 35,000 coins. Again, you're obviously not going to find snipes every single time you check the filters, but as you just scroll through, you will find them. Like, I found one basically the first time I looked on the Bears. What other teams did I have? The Eagles, I believe, and we'll check the Raiders as well. Let's see if this Brian Dawkins card is going to be up for cheap. He's looking like he's going for 34k, so that's just a bit out of our price range. You could just stay and refresh on it if you wanted to, but I'm just going to move through the other filters for the purposes of the video. But we're looking for a Howie Long card that's an 85 up for cheap. He's up for 33k, so this you could actually buy and you would have a good coin to training point ratio. Me personally, I'm not going to buy it because I already have a decent amount of training and I don't need any right now, and I already did get a couple good deals earlier in the video. So yeah, that is going to be the 85 method. It is similar to the MUT Heroes method where you're just browsing by this broad search. You're going to see a bunch of 84s. You can skip by those because you're not really looking for snipes when you get onto this filter, because this filter is a bit too overcrowded. But what you're looking for is what 85s are up for cheap. So we know that these three cards are up for cheap. We're going to go check those out. Maybe we could even take a look at the Steelers. Let's see how much that outside linebacker is going for, as the auction house just could not process my request. I guess there was going to be a snipe there and they did not want me to see it. So we're going to load back into Ultimate Team and I'll see you guys in a sec. So yeah, I believe I was just going to check and see if the Steelers card was up for cheap, as we'll filter by this again and then go over to Legends and we'll see, oh, we see Kevin Green up for 31k. That's actually a really good deal. I'm going to buy that right now, and bang. The Steelers, I guess, were a good one to check because that's actually a really good coin to training point ratio. Like I said, I don't need the training that badly right now, but I mean, if they're going to give me good deals like this, I'm going to have to take them. I can't pass up a good deal. And yeah, that's going to be the 85 method. Now, there also is another method you guys can do, and this is buying 89 overall cards for 120,000 coins and under. This is actually like a really easy method to do. This one, there are always 89s up for this price when I'm checking. I don't know if there will be now, but when I was doing this yesterday, oh my god, these cards were so cheap. Let's just take a peek. We're going to do the exact same thing as we did last time. We're just browsing by this general filter so we can see what cards we want to narrow it down by. As we'll scroll down, and we're just looking for some 89 overalls, as there's going to be this Howie Long up for 123k and this Terrell Owens up for 120. As you can see, this is actually a bit of a good deal right here. You could buy this for 120,000 coins and you would be getting a pretty good coin to training point ratio. Kevin Green also up for 119,000. So I guess you actually don't really need to filter it down when you're looking at the 89s because there's not that many on the market. But what you can do is, like, if you want to just make it easier on yourself, you can just come in and grab through the Steelers, and then we'll just see this Kevin Green up for 119. This is a good deal. I personally don't need that much training, but if you guys did, then you could definitely be doing this. I believe you're getting a 33 coin to training point ratio when you do this method, so it's very good as well. As we see, this Terrell Owens card is up for 120k as well, so there's really a bunch of cards up for 120k and under. As this, yeah, we'll take a peek if we can find any more, but I don't know if we will, as there's another Gale Sayers up for 120, and someone bought the Terrell Owens for 120 as well. So there's just a bunch of options. You guys can easily just sit on this filter. Honestly, you probably don't even need to narrow it down. You could just come here and then filter by newest, and then just refresh on the newest filter if you guys wanted to. And you're just looking for 120,000 coins and under at 89 cards, 89 overall cards. As you can see, Gale Sayers is popping up there in the newest filter. And you could just sit on this if you wanted to, looking for snipes or looking for cheap training. Like, you could snipe some of these cards if you knew exactly how much they're going for. I currently haven't been doing that method, so I don't know exactly how much each of these cards are going for, but that is basically going to be the methods, you guys. Those are the three methods that I like to do. I will just recap them quickly for those of you that want me to recap, or just so I can recap it and make it easier for you guys to understand. So firstly, 80 to 81 overalls, you're going to filter it down by the MUT Heroes, and then you're going to just look for which ones are up for cheap, and then filter it down by whichever cards are up for cheap. So we're looking for what 81s are up for cheap, and it's looking like right now, again, this Austin Blythe card is up for pretty cheap, as I'm filtering by newest, so I don't even know what I'm doing. You gotta get it together, Swifty. So yeah, we're just gonna filter. We're looking for 81 overalls to narrow it down by. Just like for the ones that are cheap, right? We're not really grabbing snipes here. So we could maybe filter down by Chargers. We also know the Steelers were up for pretty cheap. So that's what I would do personally to get these snipes and to get cheap trading. And again, you're buying 81 overalls for 9,000 coins and under. Now you don't want to be buying these 80s. You have to be buying the 81 overall cards because the 80s aren't going to give you as much trading. You're also going to be grabbing some 85 overall legends, doing the exact same method just to see which ones are up for cheap. And then you can narrow it down by whichever ones you identify as the cheap cards. So we scroll down here for a couple seconds, looking for 85s at a price point of 33,000 coins and under. So we would see this Brian Dawkins, filter it down by him, and do the exact same thing. And then you can do the identical thing when you're buying 89 overall cards. I don't know why I just went back to 84 to 85, but you can do the exact same thing with these 89s, and you just want to grab them at 120,000 coins or under. So yeah, that has been the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I just want to thank you guys also for all of the recent love and support on my videos that I've been posting recently. It's just been crazy. The channel's been popping off, you guys, so thank you guys so much for that. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, I want to say thank you guys as well. Be sure to comment how your team did this weekend. I know we most certainly got the W. We ate a W this weekend. So yeah, that's been the video. Until next time, I'm out.